I never thought I'd experience anything like this in my own home. I mean, I grew up there, right? Spent decades of my life walking the same floors, smelling the same old carpet and the same coffee brewing in the morning. October of 2018 was supposed to be just another quiet night. My mom had been gone for a few years, and my dad was in the nursing home by then. I was alone, just me and the silence that had become heavier than usual. I was in the kitchen, flipping the switch to turn off the lights, when suddenly it hit me. My dad's cologne. That sharp, unmistakable scent of his aftershave, the one he used every morning before heading out for work. I froze. Swear to God it made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. No way that was normal. He wasn't here. He couldn't be. I told myself it was my mind playing tricks, grief mixing with memory, but I couldn't shake it. I went back to the living room and tried to shake the feeling, but it was like the smell followed me. Every corner of the house seemed heavier, quieter, darker than I remembered. I remembered the old photos on the walls, my mom smiling, my dad with that silly grin, and the way the house used to feel alive, full of noise and warmth. Now it felt like a museum, sterile and echoing with whispers of the past. Over the next few nights, the same thing kept happening. It started subtle, cold drafts brushing my arms, the faint smell of that cologne lingering in the hallway, the squeak of the floorboards in places I hadn't walked in years. I tried to rationalize it. Maybe the cleaning lady had used an old spray. Maybe the HVAC was pumping something from the storage room. But none of it made sense. Every time I would breathe it in, a wave of memory hit me, hard, like a punch. I could see him standing there, smiling, telling me to grab my jacket, to hurry up before work. My heart would skip, and I'd catch myself looking around, expecting him to see him in the doorway. Friends started noticing I was jumpy. "You sure you're okay?" they'd ask over the phone. I'd laugh it off, tell them I was just tired, stressed from visiting the nursing home. But deep down, I knew it wasn't stress. There was something in that house, something that knew me, something that remembered. I tried sleeping, but even dreams became strange. My dad walking down the hallway at night, calling me softly, the smell trailing behind him. I'd wake up drenched in sweat, the cologne lingering, and the quiet house mocking me. One night, it escalated. I was pouring myself a glass of water, mind wandering, and I heard it, a soft shuffle from the other room. Not the wind, not the pipes, something deliberate. I told myself, calm down, it's nothing, but my hands were shaking. I went to check and saw nothing, and yet the smell was stronger than ever, surrounding me, almost taunting me. It was as if the house had taken a part of him, locked it in its walls, and now it was using it to remind me that I was alone. I started documenting everything, every sound, every smell, every shift in temperature. Friends laughed when I told them, said maybe I was losing it, but I knew better. There was logic in grief, sure, but this wasn't logic. My dad's cologne was too precise, too familiar. I swear, at one point, I could even see a shadow move across the kitchen floor, fleeting, just out of my corner of eye. I told myself it was the moonlight, shadows playing tricks, but the air carried that unmistakable scent, and I could feel a presence pressing close, just behind me, watching, waiting. Weeks passed. I visited my dad at the nursing home and mentioned nothing. How could I? Who would believe me? I kept the journal, the notes, the sketches of floorboards and corners where the smell was strongest. Every time I returned home, it was there, waiting. Sometimes it was comforting, like he was checking in on me. Other times it was suffocating, like the house had turned into a memory trap, holding pieces of him hostage. I even tried asking the neighbors. "Did anyone notice anything strange lately?" I asked casually, hoping for an explanation. No one had. Nothing unusual. Just me, the house, and the weight of memories. I could feel it shifting, walls tightening, corners darkening, air growing thicker. The more I resisted believing in anything supernatural, the stronger it got. It wasn't violent, not physically, but emotionally, mentally. It was wearing me down. The line between memory and reality was blurring. Then one night, as I was locking the doors and shutting off lights, I caught a glimpse in the reflection of the oven door, a figure standing just behind me. I whipped around. Nothing, just the dark kitchen, empty, cold. And yet, that smell, that cologne, it wrapped around me, comforting, accusing, sad, haunting me. I whispered aloud, "Dad, is that you?" And in the silence that followed, I realized something. Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was the house. Maybe it was me. Or maybe, just maybe, some part of him had stayed, lingering in the spaces where life used to be. I still live in that house. I still smell it sometimes, especially on quiet nights when the wind doesn't blow and the world feels still. It's never the same twice, never predictable. Some nights it's faint, almost nostalgic. Other nights it's sharp, undeniable, and it hits me like a wave. I don't know if it's grief, memory, or something else entirely, but I do know this. There's a presence in that house that remembers, that waits, that whispers, that lingers. And every time I think I understand it, it reminds me I never will. Sometimes, late at night, I swear I can hear him breathing just past the hallway. Not my dad, not the man I knew, but something shaped from his memory, from his essence. And the cologne, always there, teasing me, grounding me, and haunting me all at once. I can't explain it, and I don't want to. Some things in that house are better left unexplained. But I can tell you this, you never forget the smell of someone you loved. And sometimes, they never really leave.